Okay, so hello. I'm doing a video that isn't really fitting on my channel, but I didn't really care. Also, this is kind of scripted because if I didn't script it, then I would be a mess. You wouldn't know what I'm saying, and I just want it to be organized, okay? So today I'm talking about the Mandela effect. You know, we've all probably heard of it, and if you haven't, I'm not about to re explain the whole thing to you. Sorry about it. It's been sort of trending on the internet for a couple of years now, and I'll admit it was really intrigued by it when it first came across, like in my recommended, and I was like, oh dang, Berenstein Bears, I remember that, but it's fake. So it slowly lost its charm, and I started realizing how it's kind of BS. By the way, I haven't watched any videos that debunk the Mandela effect because I wanted to keep my own opinions and ideas free from any outside forces, you know? I don't want it to seem like I'm just echoing what someone else already said, but I'm sure other people have done the same thing that I'm doing right now. So this topic came upon me while I was watching YouTube and a video popped up into my recommended. It was this girl talking about a bunch of like Mandela effects listed, you know? So me being bored decided to watch it. And after hearing it, my opinion truly solidified. The Mandela effect is baseless. It depends on memories which happen to be pretty faulty and are far from perfect. I'm not saying mine are any better, but to better understand why the Mandela effect came to be, we have to gain a better grasp on how our brains and memories work. So, we remember what we think is correct, obviously. Memories are formed and kept intact by a series of connections and interlocking wires and associations that we make on a daily basis. Because of this, we're bound to make associations that may not be exactly correct. And if we live in a similar world, then a lot of these associations are going to be the same. And here's where I'm going with this. This whole theory with the Mandela effects is popular in 21st century America or other English speaking nations and among teens and young adults who have had similar life experiences when it comes to things like what sort of advertisements you saw on TV or what movie or kids show you watched as a child. In other words, a lot of us are going to get to know what Skippy peanut butter is and have probably come across Jif peanut butter at one point in their lives. And we have this in common. But the problem with this no, sorry. The problem with the videos highlighting Mandela effects is that they point out differences in the universe, but in doing so, it's creating false memories. Most of these pertain to things we saw or learned as a kid years ago, and when they're not, they usually fall apart pretty easily. If someone says, hey, Jiffy peanut butter is not actually Jiffy, it's just Jif, wow, Mandela effect. The watcher is probably going to relate because they make the association with Skippy peanut butter, and since they rhyme, it's easier to create a false memory of Jiffy peanut butter. Plus, with something this insignificant, not many people are going to have strong memories of them, so they're easily altered. And the same thing goes for logos. If you don't really pay attention to them, it's going to be easy to manipulate how you remember seeing them. One thing I heard being said a lot by the girl in this series of Mandela effects videos was that that's so stupid. That logo slash tagline or whatever doesn't even make sense. What she's doing here is kind of arguing against herself. And let me elaborate on that. We as humans like it when things make sense. It's why those anti-OCD videos frustrate everyone and not just people who have OCD. Okay, you don't have OCD if those make you upset. You're just being a human. Anyway, if we quickly glance at a package of Oreos that say double stuff spelled STUF, we're going to assume that it actually says stuffed, like STUFFED. So, like the Mandela effect, to me, it seems to be an umbrella explanation of why a ton of people make the same memory mistakes. It's because we see the same branding, we speak the same language, we take in the same pop culture, so of course our mess-ups are going to be the same as well, as I mentioned earlier. And lastly, for my final point, even though this isn't very point-based, but whatever, I wanted to point out the Mandela effects are largely based on assumptions. One of the things pointed out by someone was that a ton of people, her included, believe that Coraline, the movie with the creepy spider lady, was directed by Tim Burton, but it's not. I forgot who it's directed by, but it's not Tim Burton. So obviously, it must be a change in the universe, right? Because a bunch of people falsely remembered the same thing? No. It just means that Tim Burton is famous for producing stop motion clay animation films that are usually creepy. This is what Coraline is. So it would make a lot of sense for people to think that a movie in the same style as Tim Burton would be directed by Tim Burton. Not a lot of people are particularly observant when it comes to directors, and neither am I, so it's easy to think something like this. Okay, so if anyone actually watched this video through, good job. I just wanted to extract my opinion. It's therapeutic, alright? Don't judge me. Sorry. Hope you can understand what I mean. No hate towards anyone who believes in the Mandela effect. I just kind of wanted to put my opinion out there, so thanks. And keep doing what you're doing, I guess. And bye.